January 2026, and the first news is again from the country of unrest, Iran, where the leader is branding Trump as a criminal for backing protests because if you will interfere in their domestic issues, then you will get certain names, right? And Trump came with so many threats and all of that. He was telling go and completely remove the institutions, and we are there to support the protesters and this and that, and therefore it has they'll be named like this. There will be a full coverage on Iran. So let us move to the next one. Hindu Lit for Life is a literature festival of the Hindu, and we can see the former CGI Chandrachurji. He's inaugurating the event, and there you'll see so many views, 2 3 pages dedicated to the views of the dignitaries present in the event. Then we see next Vande Bharat sleeper makes its inaugural run from the land of Ma Kali to the land of this Kamakhya. That is from Kolkata to Guwahati. We have the first sleeper Vande Bharat being inaugurated. Vande Bharat, as we know, it's an indigenous semi high speed train designed and manufactured in India. And the first sleeper train will be running from these two important cities, running between them 6 days in a week. Okay, anyway. Then we have under Trump's Gaza plan, obviously, we know the Hamas and Israel is constantly fighting over Gaza, and Gaza is going a fragile ceasefire. Then we have Trump who has come to rescue, and he has made a board of peace. And the purpose of it is to look after the administration of Gaza. And you see people who have been named in this board. Rubio happens to be the Secretary of State. Tony Blair was the former Prime Minister of Britain, of UK. He's there, and who's Kushner? He's the son-in-law of Donald Trump. There's no Palestinian in this group, and they are going to rule a country. Look after the administration of the Gaza. So another, it was an ironical piece. You can read it if you wish. Then we have Tamil Nadu is heading for the assembly elections in 2026, and we have AIADMK that is announcing certain. Obviously, this is a trend now. Before polls announcing 2,000 rupees to women monthly, as has been done by different states, and freebies like free bus travel to will be extended to men. And now we know the DMK that is ruling is providing 1,000 rupees to women. They have increased it to 2,000 AIADMK, and I'm sure that in few days DMK will follow the suit. So this is all politics running, and we'll not get into it. Punjab CM meets Shah and voices concern. We know that the draft seed bill is here, and there are concerns by different farmer groups that there can be the corporates can get advantage here, and there will be farmer protests, and there are so many regularization. And also agriculture is a state subject, and if there is centralized regulation, then that also becomes a cause of concern for many. And because Punjab is the state of farmers, therefore the CM has voiced his concern while meeting the Home Minister, Mr. Shah. Then we have Maharashtra's cabinet. Obviously, we've seen the Mahayuti that has emerged victoriously in the BMC elections. So certain key proposals have been cleared by the cabinet. Double engine, because both the assembly and the BMC will now have the Mahayuti ruling, right? Then we have NEET aspirants that we saw in Patna, and earlier it was said it's suicide. Then it was said that there was some sexual foul play or something. So there's a SIT now. So let's wait for the probe and the results. Anyway, it's shows us that what is the mental health, and all of that can be spoken about when you see how youngsters are giving up. It was a girl who gave up her life, or maybe whatever happened. A NEET aspirant has been mentioned, so it just came to my mind. Tussle between real and real. It's about Tamil cinema. I'm not getting into. Then we have many Indians returned from Iran by commercial flights. We saw that seafarers, they were stopped. Now the Indian diaspora, mainly we have so many students also in Iran, right? So they are now finally returning by commercial flights, and the counselor, they are looking after the foreign minister. We had seen the external affairs minister had also expressed his views, and the courts interfered, and they asked that what are you going to do with these people. We know that Iran is under complete turmoil, and 2,500, close to 2,500 have been killed in the protest, and they are slowly returning. Then we have Defense Ministry rejects a proposal for airport in Hosur. Okay, because why Defense Ministry is doing that? Because this airport, the defense infrastructure is very close to the spot. So if you're doing it in a sensitive zone, then the Defense Ministry will have to clear the proposal, right? So they have rejected the proposal because it will be very close to the military establishments. Murshidabad, some communal rights are going on there. Biren Singh and Shah discuss about the Manipur government. We have so many news coming from Manipur because obviously we know that it is under president rule. After the ethnic violence we saw between the Kuki-Zo and the Meitei groups, and now Biren Singh, who was the ex-CM, and Shah, they have come together. So I think a popular government will soon be seen in Manipur. Then we have Kakinada will be the green hydrogen valley of India. We know the green hydrogen project, and therefore it is being pushed in different places. So let's leave that there. Otherwise, I'll extend it. Now, paracetamol use in pregnancy is not linked to autism. So it was a long myth. Now it can be told that paracetamol, if you take during pregnancy, it can lead to autism of the child. But now the studies have conveyed otherwise. So now they can be taken. So, evidence-based information is very important rather than mere myths from here and there. Next, we have infiltration changing. We know that Prime Minister is in West Bengal for a couple of days, and there he has been addressing the most touching point of Bengal, that is infiltration. It's a border state, and we have so many illegal immigrants that come inside. And he has also promised that refugees, especially from the Nama Sudras and the Matua community, they will get protection under CAA. So refugees who came to the country fearing this violence in the neighboring countries, they will be protected. So there was some news on this, that how they have changed the demography. And we have SIR harrowing, that is intimidating experience of voters. So some political news here, like how the Rahul Gandhi has been calling out Indore also for water crisis contamination, as we know, though it happens to be the most clean city of the country, but still, so he's addressing that. And then we have liquor scam case. Okay, caste is still the biggest admission form in country. The Congress leaders, they're calling out. In Jammu and Kashmir, we saw that the MBBS course was cancelled, right? And the students, they were left in dismay completely. Now Jammu Kashmir House sees resolution to seek restoration of that MBBS college. Now we have Lit for Life, the Hindu literature festival I was talking about. So we have certain views from these eminent personalities, and Justice Chandrachud, he has brought out that no area of polity, it can be of national interest. Let judiciary decide that it of national interest or not. And therefore no area of polity should be exempt from judicial review, is what he has come up with. It was a good read, by the way. So he's telling that how the judiciary should make sure that nothing can stop it from seeing the due process of law and taking obviously the judiciary, the Supreme Court, is the guardian of the Constitution. So all of that has been mentioned in this article. Both government, Arvind Subramaniam, who was the ex-economic advisor, he's talking that both the center and the state government should come together to reduce the deficit. And some this and that here in the Hindi language was a political project, not getting into. These are just opinions. So these are not news. And I believe that facts, like here you see, as I told, it has come here, scientific, data-driven journalism, key in combating disinformation. So it is about facts and not narratives. Okay, opinions, there can be many, but go by the facts of it. Let people decide what's wrong or right. You just present the facts of it. And this is what is being said here. Then we have always look for books that leave a lasting impact if you're into reading and all. Mahabharat's female characters to the fore. So the women, they're telling that if you see it from the lens of the women in Mahabharata, then you will have a completely different view of it. So it's all about women empowerment and all of that. Coming next to, this is again Lit for Life. Theatrical reading brings to life the history and culture of Tamil society. Let me just move. Okay. So it's about culture and this and that. Piecing together her grandmother's life, not getting into this. Now we know the Magh Mela that is going on in Prayagraj. If you remember last year, during this time only, we had this Mahakumbh being organized. So when such mass gatherings happen, so it is not just about, there are so many concerns. If you go by environmental concerns, the river, how the texture of the river is going to get modified, what all is going to happen. If you were covering the newspaper last year, you would have seen, they had addressed everything from infrastructure to administrative to the police and everything, how they have to look after this mass gathering. And here are certain images to convey the cultural heritage of the country. You can see the Magh Mela, where so many people are gathering for the Shahi Snan. Next, we come to what happened to ISRO's PSLV C-62 mission. Obviously, we know PSLV is water rocket launch vehicle, and the mission failed in the third stage. They lost contact and they were not able to, the payloads could not reach the designated orbits. So it is a failed mission. It was a Earth observation satellite and other co-passengers that were being carried by the launch vehicle, and it's one of the most trusted rockets of ISRO, and it failed. So what all happened has been discussed here. And team has also been Somnath ji, who is the chairman of ISRO, they have actually formed a committee to look after that, what actually happened. And when the probe is out, then we can discuss it in details. How has an arbitration council been constituted? Okay, so arbitration, what is arbitration? First of all, when a case is resolved outside court. Okay, so suppose there's party A and party B and they get into a conflict and they decide together that we'll not go to a court because it is a cumbersome process. There will be money involved, there will be time involved, and maybe it will take a lot of time, is one of the major issues because of so many pending cases in the court. Therefore, they decide that mutually we'll appoint one neutral body, the arbitrator, and then he will decide the case. But is it legally binding, the judgment of the arbitrator? Yes, it is. It is legally binding. They have to follow. Usually in company disputes, you will see this. Not in murder cases and all. In company disputes and such cases, there is an arbitration council. Now, what happened was, coming back to the news article, in 2019, we came to there were certain amendments made in the Arbitration Act, and they envisage that they will be forming a central regulatory body for institutional arbitration, and that is the Arbitration Council of India. That has not been formed yet. There are certain setbacks to it, because if it will be government controlled, whatsoever you say, Arbitration Council is like what? Judiciary. So it will question the independence of it, and therefore it has not been constituted yet. So what are the drawbacks and what are the concerns of it? Why it has not been constituted has been dealt in this piece. The revolution will not be televised. It's again about Iran. There are so many reasons. Obviously, by reading the newspaper, you must have understood there are hundreds of reasons why this protest happened. 2022, if you remember the girl, she was under police custody, and she died because of not dressing modestly was the reason. And so many girls came to the streets and they removed their hijabs, and all of that happened. Later on, there are so many restrictions, especially on girls, and it's a theocratic republic, Iran. The religious leaders, the political leader, and there are so many, the military. You have already seen how they cracked down on them, complete internet shutdown. We saw inflation, and if you see the currency, it has fallen by 16%. Then food inflation was 72%. Then the subsidies were taken away. Economic complete, it started from shopkeepers, they came against the economic grievances. Because of that, they were protesting, and it became the largest anti-government protest in the Islamic Republic that has happened till recent times. And because of internet shutdowns and because of complete authoritarian regime that you can call, what has happened is that the revolution, what actually happened, will never come to forelore, because what will happen, it will not be televised. The media is completely suppressed, and that has been spoken about in this coverage. Now we have next science. Scientists find space flight affects human use. Obviously, what will happen in space flight when you are not under the environment of Earth? There's no gravity, firstly. When there's no gravity, only you can imagine, but blood is not moving downwards. Okay, it is accumulating in your brain also. The fluids are not in their places. They're moving here and there. So different anomalies can happen. The sensors, the brain cells can get ruptured. How the cells respond, or how they react to whatever happens in the body, that will change, right? It is very normal, and it affects the immune genes. They are finding, the scientists, because obviously we are trying to make space flight, and for longer stays in these conditions, such studies are very important. And obviously our body is not meant or has not evolved to live in conditions like that, where there is no gravity, There's no day and night system. We are accustomed to such rhythms, right, of the earth. So if it is not there, it's very difficult to live, and there are certain studies going on how to make it possible. Then we have, can data centers in orbit solve for AI? This is a very good one. And obviously we know that, as because of the rise of AI and cloud computing and all of that, data centers have been increasing all over. So there was a recommendation that why not place these data centers in the space. Okay, now what will happen if this we do this? If we place the data centers, it is a good thing. Now you can give two three logics that there is solar power, continuous energy. You will not need energy, because the major concerns are what data centers need a lot of energy. Then the second one was that cooling system is needed, because of a lot of heating, coolant will be needed. But in the space you can have vacuum coolant, so you will not need all of that. But the all these things will be addressed. Okay, the land issue, the all of what you call, these issues can be resolved if you place that in this space. But then there are so many other concerns. Firstly, how will the data reach via satellite? So there can be delay in data. Then there will be debris, space debris will increase. And the different concerns of how it can impact the satellites around it, how it will impact the space missions. So all of that. So is it even possible, or is it just being said verbally? So in orbit solved for AI models energy demand. So this was it. That is it possible that can we place the data centers in the space or not? So there are certain obviously shortcomings. So that has been discussed. And we have HDFC Bank. Quarter three is what, October, November, December, net up 11.5%. So this is, so 11.5% profit they are seeing. Okay. Net up, do you understand? Like in banks, what is happening? Interests, you are getting interest on loan and you are paying interest on deposit. So the loan interest minus the interest you are paying on deposit, that is the net up. It is 11.5%. So what is it showing? That people are taking loan, there's credit demand, consumption demand. So it's a good news, right? So the banks are doing pretty well. HDFC happens to be one of the biggest banks, and uh, it is showing positive results. But ICICI net slips on RBI direction. So regulations can impact banking sectors. So this is another take. All the banks, Yes Bank, if you remember the crisis of 2020, they are net surges 55%. So it is in the recovery phase. IDBI Bank, quarter three net almost unchanged at. So the banks are performing more or less. They are adjusting and trying to cover for the bad loans and all of that. Oil gas sector review of cess is what, extra tax on indigenous production. So if cess is not removed, indigenous production cannot take off, and we are trying to become self dependent in oil and gas sector. So that is really really important. Samsung unit making next gen connected. What is connected cars? Connected cars are those that will have software update, those that have AI, and they are software updates, and what else? They can be fed datas. So that's a different kind of a car, not the normal car that is made. So they are coming up with these connected cars. They will work on AI, they will provide data, and there will be system updates happening, and there will be programs written to run it. So that Samsung is doing. Then we come to Trump announces tariffs. Again, what is tariff? Tariff is tax on imports on 8 European nations over Greenland. So he has an idea of purchasing Greenland, and so any European nation, be it a NATO ally or whatever, comes to oppose it, they will have to face tariff by Trump. This is his what do you call, way of getting things done. 10% of tariff has been imposed, which is supposed to increase to 25% in the near future, and this is what he has done too. The nations, I'm not going to name 8 nations now. Ukrainian delegation lands in US for peace discussion. Will it be a peace discussion? Ukraine and Russia, the war is ongoing. Maybe they are running short of money, because US is one of the major supporters of Ukraine. The Western, they need the support of it. So maybe it is becoming costlier. Peace is not near. But I'm just giving my opinion. Maybe that they are here to ask for more support. Then we have Belarus opposition leader to leave Lithuania. Belarus 2020, maybe know it's under military rule, and the opposition is it is in exile in Lithuania, and they are leaving that also, not safe there also. So that's all. Not getting into Chinese drone made provocative flight in the South China Sea. We know that China has been making unwarranted claims in the South China Sea. That happens to be one of the important trade routes, sea trade routes, and now they are making drones. Chinese drones have been seen there, so they are maybe trying to test how the opposition, how the other contemporaries, like how the oppositions, like how the countries react. You know, there's a provocative flight over the South China Sea. It's always in news. Then we see the WPL going on, and we have Smriti and all. So in a row, four matches have been won by Royal Challengers. And then here and there, certain news. We have the final series decider yet to come. Let us wait for that. Alcaraz begins quest for a career slam. Alcaraz, he's a rising superstar in chess. And what is a career slam? You know, there are four Grand Slams: the the US Open, the Australian Open, the French Open. Then we have the Washington, this series that happens. Just a second. Wimbledon. Sorry, I'm saying Washington. It is sometimes I just get confused. Like yesterday, I think in schedule, instead of schedule 10, I spoke 6. So while speaking, sometimes you get confused. So it is Wimbledon. Okay, US, French, Australian, and Wimbledon. So he has two in all three categories except for Australian Open that's currently going on. So he's trying to, if he wins it, then career slam is once you have won each four, you have once at least won at least once in your career. So he has already done these three. He has done two times. This one is still left, Australian Open. So if he wins this time, so he will have a career slam like other. So it's a very big achievement in tennis. Then we have Federer. He was there for the opening ceremony, and he's still obviously the tennis champion. Then we come to a son is born after 10 daughters. I don't know what to say about all these things, but after 10 daughters and 18 years, their son has been born, and you still see, if you read this, you will just, it is a, what do you call? It shows how the society works, right? After all this, they want a son, and still they are happy about it. Now the society is happy that finally God has heard your prayers, and the grandmother is happy. So I just read it for my entertainment. I don't know why a son is so important. Being a girl, I cannot speak more on it, but still, it is not good. No, 10 daughters, and then you have a son, and you are so happy about it. Finally, anyway, leave it. Then we have Chennai, we know the country knows about the water stress that Chennai goes through during summers, and now they are trying to prepare to fix the piped supply. They were intermittent to a supply of water. Now they are trying to bring in 24/7 water supply. I think I've taken a lot of time today. So with this, I'll just conclude it. Thank you.